Hello again. It's hard to believe that we are almost halfway. I hope you are enjoying this course as much as I am. This week we will cover one of my favorite functions of what we do in human resources, recruiting and selection. At the end of this week, I hope you have an understanding on how employers can locate and attract the right talent to join them. Also reflect on what is better for organizations, if promote people within or to look outside. Also, the general steps and methods used to recruit and select candidates, same as an understanding on legal concerns, which are part of the selection process. And finally, I will provide instructions so you can prepare for your midterm exam. Remember that we won't be reviewing every single concept that comes from the textbook. So it is your responsibility to have read chapter 4 before you continue watching this video. So pause if you haven't and go read chapter 4. Otherwise, continue. Maintaining a flow of good employees into the organization is important because some turnover will always occur, as we learned on the previous class. Staffing that is well done can certainly contribute to employees as a core competency. In today's class, we will examine recruiting and selection. Recruiting is the process of generating a pool of qualified applicants for organizational jobs. If the number of available candidates equals the number of people to be hired, no real selection is required because a certain choice has already been made. The organization must either leave some openings unfilled or take all the candidates. Selection is the process of choosing the best individual for the job. Recruiting and selection can be viewed broadly as staffing. Recruiting is becoming more important as labor markets evolved. Although recruiting can be expensive, an offsetting issue that must be considered is the cost of unfilled jobs. Cost is certainly an issue, and some employers are quite concerned about both cost per hire and the cost of vacancies. However, the quality of recruits is an equally important consideration. So, where do you get those recruits? Let's review briefly the concept of labor markets. Labor markets are the supply pool from which employers attract employees. The broadest labor market component and measured is the labor force population, which is made up of all individuals who are available for selection if all possible recruitment strategies are used. The applicant population is a subset of the labor force population that is available for selection if a particular recruiting approach is used. And then the applicant pool consists of all persons who are actually evaluated for selection. Many factors can affect the size of the applicant pool, including the reputation of the organization, in industry as place to work, the screening efforts of the organization, the job specifications, and the information available to potential applicants about the job. When the unemployment rate is high in a given market, many people are looking for jobs. When the unemployment rate is low, the opposite happens. There are fewer applicants, which is actually what we are experiencing in 2019, as the average unemployment rate for the country is 3.8% in 2019, and which has been the lowest unemployment rate since 1969. This is definitely an interesting time for recruiters and employers, as they need to be more creative and more aggressive in their recruitment strategies in order to attract and recruit the right talent. Let's think bigger picture now, while you hear from a TED Talk titled The Workforce Crisis of 2030. So go to video 2 for week 5, and then take the opportunity to submit your initial post for discussion number 6 on the discussion board, which is related to this video. When you're finished doing that, click on video 3 for week 5 to continue.